I'm Chef Dom. And today, did I tell them I'm Chef Dom already?
Nope, say it again.
I'm Chef Dom, and today we are making 500 milligram beef Jack-emofff here in this lovely home. And you know what I always say, home is where you're hardest. So let me show you how to make it.
Can you tell them what the recipe is actually called, maybe?
That's what it is. It's a stroganoff that we've jacked off. It's a Jack-emofff. Jack-emofff. A stroganoff that's been jacked off. We're making rice, right?
I think so.
So we're going to start with 2 cups of beef broth. You could use water as well, however you like. We got a tablespoon of infused butter. We're making rice. Did I say we were making rice?
You did say rice.
All right. And we got 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. We're going to bring this to a boil. All right. We should turn this on. That'll help. Okay. That was the wrong one anyway. Okay. We're going to click a lot, huh? We're using coconut oil in our rice because it's going to lessen the caloric intake by 70%. So you're going to get all that good fiber and good carbs, and the rest is just going to pass through your gut and your bowels. Well, we know. We love talking about bowels here. So we're going to bring this to a boil. While we do that, we're going to cut our beef. You want to get a nice cut of beef for this. You want to get a ribeye or a sirloin. And you want to get grass-finished beef.
Grass-finished.
You don't want to get grass-fed. Well, you can get grass-fed if that's the best you have available, but essentially they just let the cows eat grain for like 29 months, and for the last month they give it grass, and then they call it grass-fed. But grass-finished beef eat grass their whole lives and no grain. Our pot is vibrating, so put this between your legs. So now we got a cup of rice. Pour that right in there while it's boiling still. We want to stir it, make sure we don't get any burned bits, even though, you know, that burned bit of rice on the bottom is delicious. I'm a texture slut. So stuff like that I really love. What we want to do now is we want to get it boiling a little bit, and we want to go all the way down to low heat, 18 to 20 minutes. We want to soak up all of that beautiful THC and all of that delicious beef broth. You can add a little bit of salt. I'm going to do a little pure flake sea salt here. Jacobson. Whatever he is. He's got expensive fucking salt. But it is delicious, I will say. Something about those pure minerals. All right, we've got our thinly sliced, delicious, high-grade beef. So we have our mushrooms.
Pre-sliced.
Pre-sliced. You can just buy them pre-sliced if you want. But if you're not gonna, you want to cut them nice and thick. You want to be like chopping them up really thin. I see that often. That's not the way to go about this. I'm going to dice a half an onion. You could go white onion if you like, however you choose. And there's a really, really cool secret to not crying when you cut an onion. The secret is that you just have to be born a sociopath. As you can tell, I have the knife skills of a man that is clearly high. I got a half an onion, no tears. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Trauma.
It smells of delicious beef broth.
All right, beef queen, hit it.
All right, our rice is finished. Our long grain rice is finished. It's a very hearty rice. Usually, stroganoff is made with egg noodles, but we're trying to watch
Our girlish figure.
our intake a little bit here, so that's why we made this rice with some coconut oil so we can steal some calories later for dessert. But this is beautiful. It's finished. We're going to take it off the heat. We're going to put it into a bowl. We're going to cover it up and keep it warm while we make the rest of our stroganoff here.
Stroganoff.
Yeah, what a delight. What a delightful thing we're doing. We got some infused olive oil. We're going to go into this nice hot skillet, about 2 tablespoons. What we want to do is just brown our beef. A little salt, pepper, 1 to 2 minutes on each side tops. They should be nice and thin. We want to keep a lot of the flavor. These are really nice cuts of beef here. We'll definitely have to quality. You should try everything, you know?
Little quality check, not a big deal.
Hold on, before we get too high. 200 milligrams. We put, 3 tablespoons of weed things? We're going to put another 3, 400. So 400 milligrams. Remember that. Write that down. All right, our beef done, been browned. It's off to the side. We want all this nice flavor, so we're just going to add a tablespoon of some infused butter, very lightly infused. And we're going to scrape all of this. What is this stuff called, Evan, at the bottom? Fond. There you go. Look at you, teaching people things.
Every now and then.
We want to get as much of it, all those tasty bits.
Fond is flavor.
That's what they used to call my junk in high school.
Disgusting.
And we're going to go in with our half cup of finely chopped onions. We want to cook these for like 5 to 7 minutes until they get nice and translucent. This beautiful color we have here. We've been there for 5 to 7 minutes. I think we are closer to 7 than we are 5, which isn't quite 6 if you're getting stoned along at home. Next are our mushrooms. We've got 8 ounces of mushrooms. Plop them right in. Look at these thick bad boys. We want to do another 5 to 7 here. Mix all these flavors. I've got 2 garlic cloves here chopped up, but we've got a little garlic confit, which is beautiful. Actually, confit in THC oil, so there's probably more milligrams in here than 400. But you want to kind of let it cook in the pan here, sear until it becomes fragrant. Mix it about so it doesn't burn because garlic is a fickle little bitch.
Fickle bitch.
Do you think all my spatula work will translate into fencing?
Yeah, that seems obvious.
Some of my biggest childhood heroes are fencers. Zorro, Inigo Montoya, Puss in Boots. Those are great. They're great fencers. Plus, you get to use touche in context. There's a lot of benefits to fencing that I feel like go under the radar. It's indoors. Jeez, I can't remember the last time someone cooked for me. That wasn't my mom or my grandma.
Oh no, all these people love you.
It's 2 people. Well, maybe I'll find someone that appreciates me. Ladies, I'm a screamer.
And a squirter.
Our brandy has cooked out. The alcohol is cooked out. We have this nice, delicious flavor. We got 1 cup of beef broth going in. We got a tablespoon of Watch Your Sister sauce. We want to bring this to a simmer. While that's happening, we've got 1 cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of flour for thickening. The Serena Williams portion of our show.
Man, oh man, she is.
Still hasn't returned any of our DMs. What we want to do is temper the sauce a little bit. Temper the sour cream. What we're going to do is add some of this heated up broth. So when we add this mixture into our cast iron, it doesn't curdle. We don't ruin that delicious, creamy flavor that we're looking for. This happens a lot in baking, custards and stuff like that. But anytime you're working with dairy, am I allowed to talk about the casein protein?
No.
Now we got a nice simmer rolling here. We're gonna just add this sour cream. We wanna get this back to a simmer. And we're gonna add our beef strips back in for about 5 to 7 minutes. Oh yeah, we're heating up, baby. For just a little bit. We want all that juice, everything in there. Set the timer, 5 to 7 minutes. And we've done it. We've made 500 milligram beef stroganoff. But we added a cup of shredded jack cheese, so it's really beef Jack-emofff.
Heyo.
So we're just gonna get a nice little bed of rice going here. I'm gonna throw a little more Watch Your Sister sauce on top just to cut it. Some rogue sauce there.
Rogue sauce.
Now, when you pick your beef Jack-emofff up, it's gonna be very beefy. And around the sides, you're going to have all these delicious onions, mushrooms. So you want to just kind of... Now, this is enough here to feed a family. Well, you're not going to be feeding your family a bunch of infused food. Unless this is probably enough to feed 6 of your friends or 2 very slovenly, thick Italian men. We're going to do a little chive just to... You can use parsley, whatever you feel. But look at this beautiful little dish here. Nobody's gonna know that you're not actually a chef, that you don't know how to cook, you don't know what you're doing. All you're gonna know is you're not gonna ruin any of your flour, and you're gonna make something incredibly immaculate. And again, we got a lot of free calories here in the rice, so we can kind of go heavy in on the beef portion, which is why we're here. Not why we're here, but you know what I mean.
Let's eat it, you son of a bitch.
Do you want to talk about fencing some more?
No.
Gotcha. I feel like not enough people know Zorro.
What do you mean? He's the hero of the Mexican people.
All of them?
Yeah, it's fucking Zorro.
I thought that was the guy from the Alamo.
I think that's a white guy.
No, I'm talking about on the other side. The Santa Ana?
Isn't that a guitar player?
No, that's Joel Santana. No, Carlos Sangria.
Woo!
All right, we are finished. We've plated our Jack-emofff, and now it is time to taste our Jack-emofff. Come on in, brother.
What have you done?
Smells phenomenal, and it looks
That's
wonderful.
an enormous chunk of beef. Do we need a knife so we cut the beef?
I don't know. You just took half my beef.
Yeah, we're sharing the beef, you know?
Get some mushrooms. You want some mushrooms?
Yeah, you want to make a little bite. I see what you're saying.
you go.
So what is this? How have we dosed this? What is it going to do to me? Who am I?
You know what? Honestly, at this point, the way we've portioned it out for enough for a mongrel, we're. Should give you a second. You okay? We got some beautiful rice.
That's creamy. It's luscious.
There's 200 milligrams in the rice. There's probably about 6 servings in there.
There's like a nuttiness or like a cinnamon earthiness happening that I don't understand.
I would say on this plate
Oh
is
my God.
probably 100 milligrams at least.
That's good because I'm most definitely going to eat the entire plate.
You've had quite a bit of cognac.
Ew. They don't need to know it's 9:30 in the morning.
They don't know. I'm going to try this. I'm going to go in. Do you wish you had a knife?
I do wish I had a knife.
Do you want me to get you a knife?
No, I'll just keep wishing. Oh my God. Look at this, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, give me some more.
Oh my God. I see what you mean.
What is that? That's a mushroom. You're getting an earthiness from the mushroom. That's where that's coming from.
Yeah.
That's good flavor.
And the cannabis.
That makes sense.
Never forget the cannabis. We got some coconut in there.
I often do. And then we get in trouble later.
Ooh, that rice is fucking... Oh, that rice is... I love leftover rice. You could do so many wonderful things with it. What I like to do is take a little bit of fresh mutz.
I keep eating it.
Fresh mutz in my leftover rice. People use heavy cream in their stroganoff. People will use condensed milk in their stroganoff.
Ooh, a little sweetness.
I'm more of a sour cream type of man. So I'll go sour cream for my richness without making it too liquidy. It stays nice and thick. And that's what also this flour is in here for. That's why the sauce is not running. It's kind of staying. Use coconut oil when you're making rice. Save yourself 70% of the calories. I don't even think this needs any more salt or anything, which is something I don't often say, if ever. It's so easy. Make this for your family without the THC, or make it for your friends with it. Either way, hit that little bell. Subscribe if you like Jack-emofff beef with us. I don't know what the bell is, but more people are telling me, why don't you talk about the bell? Talk about the bell. And I said, the Liberty Bell? And they said, no. So it's not the Liberty Bell. But there's a bell you should be...
back there, Ben Franklin. What do you think, huh?
There's a bell. I mean, I do love French women. You should subscribe to the channel. We'll be Jack-emofff beef for you for a long time to come. You're not going to want to miss any of it. These flavors are outrageous. We're not actually really even chefs.
I don't even cook anything.
We'll show you how to pretend to be one in the right places you need to be.
We've been pretending for years. We're amazing at it.
And if you don't impress them with the flavors of the food that you're making, you'll put them to sleep with the amount of cannabis you put in it. So it's a win-win. We appreciate all your continued support. Again, hit whatever bell people are telling me to tell you to hit.
End the goddamn video already.
And, make this. Let us know if you made it. Evan's address is... See you next week. Thank you for hitting that bell.
Whatever the fuck it is.
I don't even know what the bell is, really.
That's very clear.
Is it coming across?
Yeah, we got that loud and clear, but.
Love it.